I'm going to light this candle to remind us of His presence with us.
All right. I've been a member here for a long time, as many of you know, and I thought I knew it all about being a Christian and being a good church member and my faith life. But I had a daughter and a granddaughter particularly who I thought needed to be just a little bit more educated. And one Sunday we walked in, and Linda and Dale were at the table, and my granddaughter, who was 16, said, "Oh, what's that?" And I said, "Well, that's a really good program," not knowing anything about it, "for you to learn about the church and Jesus." And she said, "Well, I want to go, but I don't want to go by myself." And so my daughter and I signed up, and that's how I came to come to Alpha, thinking that they would get something out of it, and I would just be able to sit there and go, "Oh yeah, I know all of this." We came to the first introductory meeting and dinner, and it was just fantastic. The people were fantastic, and we started to learn. And I learned so much in that one meeting that I went back to work the next week and was talking to a coworker, and she asked me where I went to church. And we have no idea how that conversation came up, but it did. And she asked me where I went to church. I said Shepherd of the Hills Presbyterian. She said, "Oh, I used to be a Presbyterian." And I said, "Well, we just started this wonderful course. Why don't you come with me?" And Amy came with me. And so the four of us kind of came as a team, and I learned so much about what I didn't know. It was just the most fantastic experience I've had in my church life in a long, long time. The people were fantastic. We formed really close friendships. We were trusting with each other. We could explain our faith journey. I had questions answered about Jesus and about the past, and the Holy Spirit, particularly the Holy Spirit weekend, was absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, I've been a member here for a long time. I would urge anyone who's been a member here and thinks that they know it all, you don't till you go to Alpha. It's a fantastic program, and I'm very grateful that the Lord sent me to this program.
And I came here not even being a member, because we were just, this friend and I were looking for a church to go to. And we both knew we needed some religious background. And so we decided to come to Alpha. That's the way it was explained, to find out your faith and all. So we did, and I found my faith, which I didn't know I had, and have enjoyed every meeting.
I'm along the lines of Shelley. I came to the program not thinking it was going to be for me, but that I was going to be a participant along with my wife, Linda, who'd been a leader, and then next session moved up to a helper, and eventually a helper and leader, and very surprising the effect it had on me, in that I was able to renew my own passion for coming to church and learning, and for the first time in many, many years of going to church, got my arms around the Trinity through some of the teachings in the videos and the discussions with the group. Had the experience as a helper of, I believe, watching the very moment that one of the young women in the group came to Christ, and just, boy, still sends tingles up my neck to think about being able to watch that happen. It's just been a very rewarding experience all around. A couple things that catch my attention. I was on session over this period that I was attending, and we interview the new members as they come in and talk about things that almost pushed them away from a church, things that brought them to the church. And time and again, the majority had some connection with Alpha, and they were all positive. And it's the people who go through the program, their first question on our final meeting is, what are we going to do next Wednesday? They just don't want to stop that rhythm, and we found ways in the program to continue that rhythm. So they go on, whether it be a Bible study, or we help direct them to places in the church where they might go next.
Alpha is a 10-week program where we come together each week over a meal to begin with. During the meal, we connect with each other, we visit about each other's weeks, but we don't necessarily talk about religion or the topic. The next portion of the meeting is a video that is done by a gentleman by the name of Nicky Gumbel from England, Holy Trinity Brompton, and he is the most delightful presenter. Truly enjoy Nicky each week. After the video, we break into a small group where we discuss the material, or perhaps what each one of us got out of it. It's not a lesson where somebody's teaching the material. Nicky already presented that in the video. But it's how that material spoke to each one of us. And what comes out of those discussions binds us together, causes us to grow. It certainly has given me things to think about each and every week. I've done the course several times now, first as a participant and then as a helper and facilitator. And each time I bring something new out of it. Dale mentioned the Trinity. This program gave me the best explanation and connection to the Trinity that I've ever had.
I agree with you. It did me too. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Truly. To see the Holy Spirit in each other, to feel the Holy Spirit within myself. It doesn't matter whether it was the first time I took it or the 5th time that I was working with the program. The Holy Spirit touches me each and every time.